Hey everybody, welcome back to Ready Steady Play Christmas Special. It's our final game of the evening. So this is a cooperative game called Letter Jam.
Because what says Christmas like letters
and strawberries
and jam?
And if you look very closely at the box, there's letters in the strawberry.
No.
This is the camera for this.
Yeah, look at that. It's a letter jam.
Oh, yeah.
You think they're just pips, but they're not. An interesting fact, actually, why are we looking at that camera? Interesting fact, actually, if you examine strawberry pips, they do actually make letters.
Mm-hmm. It's true. If you look really closely, this is how that happens.
Yeah, that's legend has it. That's how the alphabet was made.
Mm-hmm.
With jam.
Yeah. Apparently, humans couldn't speak until they started eating strawberries, and that's how we learned to speak.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's very interesting.
Yeah, it's the...
Interesting.
Well, you all get to bring some fun facts to the table.
Yeah, I like it. Cool. Excellent. So we're going to play that jam.
Letter Jam is a cooperative game from CG, which is Czech Games Edition, and it's designed by Ondra Scoopy. I'm totally saying that wrong. But it is a word game. It's a cooperative word game about making anagrams and solving anagrams. And to explain the rules, I'm going to turn over to Chris, and Michael and I will quietly listen.
So basically we are each going to pick a 5-letter word for the person to our left, I guess, I think it says, but it doesn't matter. So I'll make one for Mike, and Michael make one for Michael, and Michael make one for me.
Michael?
Yeah.
That's his worst name.
You can do a 4 or 6-letter word, or I mean you could do any
You want 6 letters, buddy. I've got a perfect 6-letter word for you. You'd actually get it in a heartbeat as well.
The game assumes that 7 is the maximum you go to, but you could in theory make it as hard as easy as you wanted to. And you can also pick different difficulties, so I could play a 4-letter word if I wanted an easy time, and Michael could do a 6-letter word if he wanted a hard time, which is kind of cool. So let's just say
about the easy time.
Michael may have given me this word, gears. I won't know this, obviously. Michael will shuffle them up and he'll give them to me, and I'm going to have 5 cards in front of me like this. We're all going to have 5 cards in front of us just like this, and we're going to go through them basically one at a time. So my first letter is this one. I will put it like this, Hanabi style. Will not know what it is, but I can see all the other ones at the table, and Michael and Mike are in exactly the same situation. And then basically we're going to start giving each other clues by making words out of the letters we can see. You always have 6 words available, so in this 3-player game we've got 3 non-player players to also help provide additional letters. So what we would now do at this point is we can freely discuss who wants to give a clue. What we can basically do is we can say I've got a clue. We can say how many letters it has, how many players' cards it uses, but not which ones. We can say how many non-player cards it uses, but not which ones. And we can say whether or not it uses this wild card, because this wild card can be used to represent any letter. Only one letter. You could use it to represent the same letter multiple times in the same word, but it must be the same letter each time, and that's pretty useful because you might end up in a situation with no vowels. So this was kind of a necessity. Let's say in this example, I wouldn't know that. It's fine. I'll just give a really, really terrible clue because I can see I could make the word run. So I would say, for example, I got a 3-letter word. It does not use the wild card, which is good because it reduces the uncertainty. It uses 2 players, so it's going to help 2 people. Obviously, in a 3-player game, they both know it's them, and they say, "Oh, I can't think of anything better than a 3-letter word because we're stupid." So, so I'll say. So then I'll end up doing that. So
it's like you know how the game's going to go already, Chris.
So what I'll do is I spell out the word using these tokens. So Mike can obviously see Michael's card. Mike's going to write down. R question mark because he is the second letter, and then N, and Michael's going to write down question mark UN, and they're basically both going to see if they can determine what their letter is. You probably wouldn't be able to do. I don't think Michael will be able to. There's a lot of options, so this is a bad clue, right? Because Michael's looking.
That could be fun,
run, or maybe that's it. Pun. There's a lot. Yeah. So that's it's a good example of what not to do. You want to limit people if you can to hope, preferably to know exactly what the letter is. Best at least maybe give them a 50-50, because then on the next clue someone might be able to show them exactly which one it is. And at the end, then at the end of that clue, they're going to decide whether or not they want to guess what they think the letter is. In which case they do. If they do, they're going to put this down and move on to the next letter. and they can never go back to this one. You could go back. The rules don't say. So there's no reason you couldn't go back if you changed your mind later and scrub out and change a guess you'd made. But you can never go back and receive clues in that letter ever again.
Exactly. Essentially, what it means is that when you put it face down, all the information you have now about what that letter is all the information you're going to get.
Exactly. When you give a clue, we're going to take one of these little gemmy things. You will take a orange for the first 2 clues you give, and after that you'll start taking greens. And the reason being is just to encourage everybody to contribute, encourage everybody to give clues, because if we get rid of all 6 of these, we're going to unlock these 3 additional clues. We can't give these clues until basically everyone's given 2 already. Mm-hmm. And in addition to that, we're going to have a green underneath a stack of cards behind these piles. There's going to be a stack of...
And what? Sorry, Chris, to interrupt. Why do we want these?
We don't. They just represent how many guesses we can give. So that's our time limit essentially. So we can't just give clues.
If I gave 3 and Chris gave 3, you would actually have to give 2, right?
You'd have to give the next clue, because I'd have taken these, and Michael would have taken these, and these are locked until both of these are spent. So the extra potential, we can get 3 extra clues we potentially might get the opportunity to give. We're going to have a stack of 7 cards here, a stack of 8 cards here, a stack of 9 cards here. Every time we use these non-player letters, we're going to... If I use this F, for example, we'd get rid of it, and we'd get the next card from the stack.
Yes.
And once we depleted that stack, this gem will be revealed, and it's another guess we can have.
And get a bonus clue.
Yeah, exactly. This rewards us for using these.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Then basically at the end, we're going to have hopefully worked out what our 5 letters are. We'll rearrange I'll rearrange this hopefully based on what I've learnt. And if I get it right, then I score points for us. So you gave me gears, but for example, I don't know how I could possibly do this particular example, but if somehow I'd ended up thinking my word was something else and ended up rearranging it into rages, I still win. That's fine. Even though it's not the word you intended for me, I managed to spell a 5-letter word successfully with the information conveyed to me. So I would then, I think the rules say if you more or less all get your word right, you all more or less win. But there is the reverse of this, has a scoring system which we'll check for fun at the end, see how well we did.
Cool. As a team, it's
fully cooperative. Yeah. So we'll get points for this. We'll also get points, I think, for leftover clues, and then we can also any bonus letters we have here, including this asterisk. We will be able to potentially add on. Like I could make my word rages and we can get extra points that way. Or for example, if I had no idea what this was, I could have before I flipped them all over, I could have used this to replace it and make it a P and say pages.
So if we run out of clues that we can give before we've unlocked all of our letters, then we kind of lose, and we have to try and make a word with the stuff we've got.
Yeah, and if you get a word wrong, you still get points for every letter that was in the right place.
Wow.
But that's more or less the gist of how we're going to play.
If you've figured out what all your letters are before the game ends, you can unlock bonus letters. So obviously watch the series, because then you'll find out how that works, and also
yes,
because we'll definitely do that because we're super skilled and talented.
Of
right.
course.
So I'm just going to give a third of the deck to each of us, and we're just going to make a letter for the person left. I make a word rather.
Put the side down, dude.
Yeah, Michael, just remember, because this is fully cooperative, when you lose, you're disappointing 3 people instead of just 1.
It's roughly a third, isn't it? I think so.
Perfect, thank you, Chris.
That's all right.
Alright, so I should really be picking one that I think you'll get.
I've already decided what my word's going to be, because the first letter is a word.
I actually decided what mine was going to be already as well, but I don't know if I can make it.
If you need something else, just take something else. Doesn't matter. I need one particular letter.
What do you need, Chris?
I don't actually. After all, I have it.
I literally had a word that popped into my head. Oh no, hang on.
Yeah,
right.
I've made a very nice word that I'm happy about. Do we want to show people at home, or no? Probably not.
I don't know. Well, yeah, we can. We can give them a little spoiler and then show them. Spoiler warning.
Oh
sure.
no,
If you don't want to know what Mike's word is, look away now.
Okay, this is the word I'm going to receive from Chris.
This is Mike's word. Do you see any anagrams he could end up doing instead by accident? Maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's a nice. That's a nice word, I think.
I've also picked a nice word for Michael, and I'm sure he's going to get it immediately.
Shuffle your cards up for you.
Also, look away. So this is Michael's word.
Is it yellow?
I wish it was yellow.
Is it yellow spelled like phonetically, like you said it? Can I look it?
Well, do you know, if I spelt yellow with just the O instead of the way I spelt it, like yellow, then I could spell it with 5 letters. Yeah, it's yellow without the W.
Alright, I have done yours. I'm going to give you...
I've got my word for Chris.
Excellent. I will look away. Hang on.
Those are my 5 letters. Let's try not to get confused.
Don't let Mike see them either.
Just wait, let me put yours out, Michael, so we don't get confused here.
Okay.
These are the extra letters there, Chris.
Excellent.
Alright, now, I was asking Chris earlier about some stuff. I'm not going to go over it again, but my point is that this is either going to be really easy or really hard, because we couldn't decide how it would work out, whether it would be really easy or really hard. We're like, would that make it easier or more difficult? We're not sure.
Was I privy to those conversations?
You were here, but I don't think you were listening.
No, right. Standard.
Alright, there we go. So I will now close my eyes entirely. Oh,
What do I do? Just fan them in front of the camera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's my word, people? Tell me.
I've not done it yet. Oh god, why is this so difficult?
So if you don't want to see Chris's word, skip ahead now. Time code on the screen.
Right.
Done?
Done.
Alright.
Well, that was fast.
It was
I
fast.
spent a lot longer showing the camera's
Yeah, me
mind.
too.
Oh really? I did a fan.
Yeah.
It's alright. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I hope everyone saw that.
Did you shuffle them?
No.
The great thing about YouTube is they can pause if necessary.
And go back.
Right, so we got an L, a T, and a K.
Do we go left to right?
Yep.
Yep.
And everybody gets a pencil.
I'm going to sit at a very slight angle. So everyone can take the first letter of this, do not look at it,
Obviously, yep.
and stick it in. It's hard
man.
to muscle memory. It kicks in, you want to look at it.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I nearly looked at it then.
Mine says letter jam.
That would have been better.
Mine's a letter jam.
Okay.
Alright, and here we go. Let's
Game
play
is
letter jam.
ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, so I have to not look at mine and look at both of yours.
So remember, we want to ideally give words that, where you can't confuse the letters,
Yeah.
And we have the wild if necessary. What's your one again? I've forgotten. Okay, it's that one.
And mine.
Okay, I've got a word that uses... Oh, damn it. Never mind. I've got a word, it's just not a good one.
I've got a word that uses the 3 non-players and one of your letters.
I think we have the same word.
Possibly.
Yeah. I think we have the same word. I'm trying
You
to...
shouldn't say that because that means that implies that means you're telling me that your word uses his letter, not mine.
Oh, shit,
And
sorry.
that's alright. It's fine. We can have little slip-ups. It's very safe play after all.
I was going to say, because I don't think I know this word. But that would make sense. Because I don't know my letter. I haven't got one.
I can't see what I'm very happy with. I mean, obviously, I can make a better
Scrabble
one.
is so hard.
I hate using this because it really adds so much uncertainty.
Yeah, I don't like using it
Yeah.
either. Oh, yeah, Michael hates Scrabble.
Because
That's because he's sensible. Oh.
I've got a 3-letter word that uses 2 players' letters and 1 letter from the middle.
One letter from the middle meaning
Yeah, I
these
also have that. Hang
or that. Or can you not say?
No, it does not use the wild.
I can do 2 and 2, but it's not gonna. Both of you will be in like. Neither of you will know for certain what your letter is.
I think mine is not... no, mine is not clear at all. You'll never figure it out. Damn it.
I forgot to make it clear. You're perfectly entitled to do.
Come back to a letter?
Yeah, so you're perfectly entitled to do
1 and 3.
A-L-L.
Yeah, right.
A-L-L-A. You know, you can do
Yeah.
every fuck you want. In
Yeah.
that sense. Right?
I have a word, but it's not very good because it uses 2 letters. It uses your guys' letters.
2 players.
2 players.
Yeah.
Because that's obvious, because there's only...
Yeah. Just 3.
But it uses the wild as
Right.
well as one from the middle. So I think that's too ambiguous.
But do you think it's really clear what our letters are in it? Cause
Yeah, that was my problem, exactly. Because I arrived at this 3-letter word, but I don't think it's clear. It's too common. Like, for either of you, if your letters were blank, it would be too common a word. It would be too common a word.
Oh my god, this is really hard.
I've got
Maybe.
I've got a 4-letter word that uses 2 players, one from the middle and no, wait. I've got a 5-letter word that uses 2 players, 2 from the middle, and the wild. But I think it's not bad. It's not super ambiguous.
It sounds like the best we've had.
It sounds like, yeah.
I'm just trying to imagine if yours were blank, what I would be imagining in their place.
Well,
And
the thing
I
is
think
what-
it's actually because it's actually pretty good.
We're going to run through the alphabet. Oh, I never said actually the rules explanation. These letters, these grayed out letters, are not represented in cards. So you know, we'll put in the possibilities here, and then we know it can't be these, and we'll hopefully be able to narrow it down into the actual letter that we think it is. I'm happy for you to give me a 5-letter.
Me too, because I don't think my 4 is as good.
Take one of yours.
Take a little red gem there.
Okay.
And I will put these out. So where's the 5? There he is. All right.
Oops, sorry.
Just don't knock that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay. That's really good, I think. Damn it. For a minute I thought I knew exactly what it was, but now there's a couple of things it could be. Because it depends what the asterisk is.
I think I might want another clue on mine, but I think I know what it is.
I know it might get 100% be more than at least 2 things, so I definitely know the clue. But it's not bad. Hopefully with the next clue I will know what it is.
okay, cool.
Okay.
Great. Alright, so this goes away, and this goes away.
Bye forever, silly letters. Oh, good, nice, useful, easy letters.
Well, at least it's a vowel.
3's here.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So you two are both still on the same letters.
Yep. Right.
So we will do clue number 2 tomorrow. Ready, steady,
Oh my
play.
God.
Oh my god, this is the hard.
So it's probably actually after Christmas now. So I hope you all had a Merry Christmas and that you're enjoying this video of Letter Jam and time with your family and things like that. So
Playing Letter Jam.
yeah, I hope you got all the things that you wanted for Christmas and that you are well and happy and safe. Ho ho hooray.
No, alright. Subscribe to the channel.
Giant.
Leave a comment.
Subscribe, bell, comment, that thing. Yep, good.
Google.
Thanks, Google.
Are we near
Our
New Year
corporate
yet?
overlords.
Happy New Year!
Happy
Happy New Year. Well, that's the next thing, isn't it? Happy New Year.
Happy Weihnachten.